2 inches over regulation.
To HOA or not HOA? That is the question. If you're looking to purchase a home in Florida, you've probably noticed a lot of homes have an HOA. There are both pros and cons to having an HOA, and that's what we're going to be going over here today to see if an HOA community is worth it to you. I'm Michelle, your favorite Florida realtor, and this is Moving to Florida Secrets. One reason HOA communities are attractive to some is the amenities and lifestyle that they offer. Having access to a gated community with the feeling of being safe and secure, community pools, playgrounds, and even gyms and tennis courts is considered a desirable lifestyle and worth the HOA fee to some. Some communities are even considered resort style or golf communities. The HOA covers those important amenities and services for the community. There are some HOAs that even cover lawn maintenance, grounds and exterior maintenance, water, cable, and internet. So another perk is the reduced responsibility, especially in condos and townhome communities. Usually the higher the HOA fee, the more amenities and maintenance the association is covering. Have you ever driven into a neighborhood or down a street and seen what looks like the leftovers of a yard sale sitting in the front yard, or a lawn that looks like it hasn't been mowed in months and the weeds are out of control? Or you wake up and your neighbor has painted the exterior of their home a crazy color. Another pro of being in an HOA community is that the HOA rules and standards will pretty much guarantee that your neighborhood will be well maintained. That out of control lawn that I just mentioned, the HOA would address the neighbor's lawn before it gets out of hand, which in turn tends to keep your property values up or increase in the future. Imagine putting your house on the market, but your neighbor has a car with flat tires sitting in the front yard. That can affect the value of your house in a negative way. The last pro is that HOAs are community focused. HOA communities tend to be more social, and the community will put together events for everyone to get together. Because of the rules and regulations, that also brings up some of the cons, which is limited freedom.
Ooh, 16 and a 15. That's another $1,000, Ken! Yeah!
Maybe you're an avid boater and you want to park your boat in the driveway. One of the biggest complaints about HOA is the same deed restrictions. An association saying that you cannot park your car on the street or put a shed in your backyard. Even what kind of fur baby is allowed, because some communities have breed restrictions. Also, the lack of creativity or character you can add to your home. Most HOA communities have a uniform look and a color scheme of maybe 4 or 5 colors, and that would prevent being able to be more creative or painting your front door blue even though you think it would look awesome, or changing the elevation of your house to a brick facade instead of stucco. Another con is the fee itself. If you are financing, the HOA is considered when calculating your debt-to-income ratio or how much home you can purchase. So it's important to take into consideration because it can affect your monthly payment and you could potentially afford more house for a similar payment. Another thing is you could be subject to HOA trouble. I know you've seen on TV shows or even commercials where there's a snobby HOA person making sure everything is perfect.
Violation.
Or HOA politics. You are subject to the management of the HOA, so if the management company is awesome and handling the finances properly, great. You will definitely hear about it though if they're not, because you will have to pay extra dues or maybe even an assessment. The HOA is a nonprofit organization. They are not there trying to profit off of you. As a matter of fact, most people, with the exception of the property managers, are volunteers. Here is the ugly. What happens if you do not pay your HOA dues? There are consequences. The HOA has a legal right to put a lien on your home for any unpaid back HOA dues, and they can even foreclose. So make sure you pay your dues. These are the pros and cons of HOAs. Of course, there's some other nuances that come up, but these are the major things we hear about the most. Remember, HOAs are not a one-size-fits-all. Some HOAs are expensive and some are very reasonable. Some offer a lot and some offer very little. Remember, HOAs keep your neighborhood well-maintained with a certain lifestyle and can keep your property values up. I know there's also rebels out there that cannot stand the thought of anyone telling you what to do with your own property, and then an HOA community is probably not for you. I hope this video helped if you're on the fence of to HOA or not HOA. And if so, please hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a video from Moving to Florida Secrets. If you have not already joined our private Facebook group, also called Moving to Florida Secrets, we have over 150,000 private members, and it is a community where people ask and answer questions. So click the link below and join the conversation and ask your questions, and I may even answer them here. Bye, everyone. I'm Michelle, your Florida. Nope. Right on top of that, Rose. If you have not already joined our private Facebook group, If you have not already joined our private Facebook group called... I can't.